tickets for every day?
No, just one so far. People will, I'm not worried about that. They'll probably get them the day of. Nobody's planning ahead right now. COVID's hard with theater. Yeah. I noticed that with my other show. Like, I didn't sell hardly any tickets. No, just one so far. People.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, sorry. Keep going, Becky.
Oh, I'm just saying, yeah, we'll sell tickets. Just show non-video participants. What?
Oh, the non-video participant is other me on my phone.
Oh, okay.
All good.
I got a haircut yesterday.
Nice.
Oh. I don't have a mullet anymore.
Yay. There we are. Okay, live on YouTube.
It's so cold here.
I think it's cold here too.
So cold.
Oh. Sorry, it's not you. It's just my computer. Come on. There we are. Okay. Oh, I opened like 3 of them. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't sold any, but I'm not worried. I put us up on Theater Alberta, but I haven't seen the post yet. I'm going to email him today and just see, or I'm going to look and see if it's there.
1 second. The strangest noise is coming from my kitchen, and I am a little worried about it.
Oh. Look at that plant. Mm.
Why am I?
It sounded like a frog was stuck in my fridge.
What was it?
It was my fridge. I think it just needed to turn on, and it was like stuck for a moment, but it was like, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh.
So anyways.
It was a frog.
See, if anything really bad ever does come into my walls or my house, I'm never going to know because I would just be in the other room like, the cats. Okay. Oh, did Becky leave or just turn off?
She left.
Okay. She must have just left. Okay.
Yeah. Signal to us to begin. Cool. Okay. Do you guys want? I've said this over and over to leave it alone. Do you guys want to start from the top, or do you just want to go from beginning of lines?
Let's just go from beginning of lines.
Cool.
Also, my energy is going to be just a little bit lower than it.
Mine too. If you can't tell from the bags under my eyes, I put on makeup to try to be like, oh no, future is ready. But
I was telling Aaron, I had a breakdown last night, so
okay.
She doesn't have sound.
Hey, I don't have sound on YouTube. Oh, is that because mine too? If you can't tell from the no. That's not on. Okay, I really hope it's not this. Then I have to listen to the YouTube sound. Do I have to turn off my sharing of computer sound?
I have sound on YouTube when I go on YouTube.
Okay. If I turn it on. When I sent it over, it was muted for me. Oh, okay. That was probably me. I muted it.
Okay.
Wait, is it the sound
Is it working now, Becky?
Wait.
Well,
I guess if it's not working, she wouldn't know that you said that. Is it working now or still muted?
I like seeing people's faces in the morning. It was one of my favorite things about opening up Garno, was just seeing everyone's really tired, like I'm awake, but I don't want to be face.
Yeah.
Still muted. Why?
Muted yourself?
Do you need to turn it off, then turn it back on again?
Yeah, I just tried that. Weird feedback. Muted yourself? Muted. I hear link but can't. Oh, wait. Oh.
What?
You hear it but can't see it?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? Oh, I hear a little pop to unmute. Should be bottom of video.
Does she have it muted?
No. Oh, got it. There we go. Cool. Sweet.
Yay.
So I was gonna say, I really hope I don't have to unmute it, because then we'll have to worry about really weird audio feedback from the video.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, I have found recently, for some reason, when you
Okay, she hears us. Cool.
When you like mute one YouTube, every time you go back to YouTube, it's like muted.
Oh, yeah. I've noticed that I have to, before I start, because all the music cues have to be on different sounds or different like volume levels, and I have to go in and like make sure they're all set to that at the beginning. Otherwise, they'll all be set to the same thing, which is sometimes muted. Okay, are we ready to go?
I'm gonna quickly just wanna. You're sharing. Okay, can you stop sharing for a second? Just
yes. Yes.
I just want to set up all of my things. Okay, I don't know if that will work. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna share the sound again, just so I can. Orville, I hate you so much sometimes.
Are we all three met?
Aye, and not a moment too soon. The hour approaches.
Christmas is coming.
The establishments across the land have begun to peal our warnings that mark our arrival.
So Christmas is coming.
Is the world now blanketed in a pure and downy embrace?
Yea, we have painted the globe in the colors that mark our arrival.
Well, not the whole globe. It doesn't snow everywhere.
You don't have to be a buzzkill about it.
Is it being a buzzkill to say it isn't snowing in Florida? Because it isn't.
We're just trying to spread a little joy, a little atmosphere to say that
Christmas is coming.
Yes.
So say that. We're not witches. It's Christmas. It happens every year. So it's mostly fine. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it sucks.
Excuse me?
Sacrilege.
Christmas is holy. Christmas is sacred. Christmas is pure and elegant and brings light to the soul.
Joy to the world.
Exactly, dear. Thank you.
I just think sometimes for some people, Christmas can actually.
Anyway, the point is not to quarrel amongst ourselves. The point is to set the stage, to introduce ourselves to all the lovely people. Oh, the people.
The people?
The people.
The populace?
They're watching us. They're in our screens.
calm down.
Don't tell me to be calm, young upstart. I've been calm since before you were born.
Just introduce us.
Greetings. Greetings one, greetings all.
Seasons, greetings.
We are, well, we're Christmas. We're the three. The three.
Anthropomorphic personifications.
They're not going to know what that means.
If you took a holiday and made it a person, but not a real person, you
Kind of like gods?
not like gods. Nothing like God.
Okay, Jesus.
Not like Jesus.
I wasn't saying like Jesus. I was just saying
Spirits.
never mind.
We're the spirits of Christmas. And together we represent all that Christmas is, the collective history, the potential, the weight of Christmas, the different ways Christmas has been, is, and will be. We are the past, the present, and the future of Christmas. I am Christmas present. No, I'm not that kind of Christmas present.
Every year you make that joke. It's not a funny joke.
You just don't get it. It's a play on words, you see. My name is present, as in the present time, but present can also...
I get it. I just think it's a stupid joke.
Because you're unsophisticated. Anyway, I'm the present of Christmas, and I represent all the Christmases in living memory. So that's from around your grandparents, or maybe your great-grandparents' first Christmas, all the way until now. And this is Christmas past.
Joy to the world.
Yes, dear.
Joy to the world.
Very nice, dear. Thank you very much. She represents all the time before me. So from the very beginning of Christmas all the way until your grandparents or maybe your great-grandparents' first Christmas.
Joy to the world.
You'll have to forgive past. She is very, very old, and the past just keeps getting bigger and bigger while the present and the future stay more or less the same size. She has a lot to deal with.
Joy to the world.
Later, dear, later, thank you. And this little ingrate here is...
I'm the future, baby.
Quite. And it's generally pretty hard to know exactly what the future is going to look like, given that it hasn't happened yet. So future usually borrows a lot from the youth of the day and just makes it more...
I bring to you chemically engineered turkey substitute with no animal product. My stockings are stuffed with AirPods and jewels. And my Christmas tree is fake? Or maybe it's more of a concept? It's actually a little disingenuous to call me Christmas at all. In the future, we gather together in a peaceful cornucopia of all faiths, sharing our love and our cool future presents with our chosen family and blood relations alike. Christmas, future, Christmas.
That's a ridiculous fantasy.
In the future, anything is possible. Sometimes we have Christmas dinner on Jupiter.
Why?
Why not?
Don't antagonize her, please.
She's the one who's antagonizing me. I'm just being me.
Shh.
And she's
past. It looks so bare back then. Couldn't you find something to make your time a little bit more festive?
Oh.
She's old. Have some respect.
How am I not being respectful? I'm being perfectly polite. I'm just being myself.
Could you be maybe a little less forcefully you?
Oh, but it's fine for her to behave however, and we're just supposed to put up with that.
Yes. You don't have to like it. You just deal with it.
She's got you whipped.
I just don't want to have another one of those Christmases.
Right. You'd prefer one of those Christmases where she dictates everything and we all keep our mouths shut because it's easier.
Well, excuse me for trying to keep the peace.
Is it really peace if 2/3 of us are just pretending to be peaceful? What are those for?
Oh, decorations.
Did you hack those off a tree outside?
Where else would I have got them? Back in the old days, the branches were very important to us. They were special because they were green all year long. It was a little piece of warmth, a little piece of summer people could bring into their houses during the coldest time of year. We used to hang evergreen boughs over the door to keep away witches and ghosts. And then, of course, the Germans had to go and bring the whole tree into the house. They just don't know when to stop, do they?
Oh, there it is.
What?
Hey! Pest!
What?
Remember what we talked about?
What?
Well, remember how we're not going to generalize about groups of people anymore?
I'm just doing history facts.
Right? But could we keep the history part and leave out the part where we make comments on broad cultural stereotypes?
They're just history facts.
Anyway, Germans invented the Christmas tree. Isn't that fun?
That stuff is getting needles everywhere.
Oh, but that is part of the fun.
Stepping on pine needles in the middle of the night on the way to the bathroom is part of the fun.
Don't be a killjoy. People have done it this way for years, and it has never hurt them any. After all, what would Christmas be without the gentle curve of a snowy wreath on your front door, beckoning you inside to warmth and love and more food than anyone could ever hope to eat? What would Christmas be without the cats climbing the tree in gentle peals of laughter from all because it's a problem, but it's not a real problem. It's the sort of problem that binds us together and makes us love each other even more. You kiss the person you love the most in a snowy square at night, her face dancing with changing green and red lights as "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" plays over a loudspeaker somewhere. Your children's eyes fill with the total wonder that comes from truly believing in the magic as they gather around the tree to hear you read Santa's letters of good tidings.
So it's been this way for years, and that's the only reason we keep doing it, just because we've always done it.
Hundreds of years of custom proves it works.
Does it? Or does it prove that people are stupid and hate change, that they're stubborn and unwilling to abandon obsolete ideas just because they have sentimental value?
Okay. Can we please not start a fight? Please? Now, I agree that the branches are beautiful, and maybe it crushes my soul a little to think of getting rid of all of that symbolism and good feeling, but if Future really does have a better idea, then maybe we should give it a try.
Oh. No, I don't have a better way now, but in the future.
Oh, perfect.
In the future.
In the future, our Christmas trees are electronic marvels, rigged so the whole family can witness the life cycle of the evergreen of their choice, from seed to sapling to magnificent, full-grown topiary. It emanates light from deep in its core, as though from its soul, and the light it sends out also happens to be the perfect light to film a TikTok in.
But this tree doesn't exist.
No, that kind of technology won't exist for.
And it might not ever exist.
Well, no, this is but one of the possibilities for the future, depending on whether Disney manages to acquire the rights to Home Depot within the next 5 years.
Well, in that case, would you mind if we did past's thing? It's just that we really have to get a little bit more festive and everyone is waiting. And I really don't think they have time to wait for 5 years.
But you know that fake Christmas trees exist already, right?
They are so ugly.
Oh, and the smell. You just don't get that smell from anything but a real tree.
Fine, whatever. The environment's fine. Just keep doing whatever to it.
Thank you, future. That is very Christmassy of you.
People look east, the time is near of the crowning of the year. Make your house fair as you're able, trim the hearth and set the table. People look east and sing today, love the guest is on the way. Furrows be glad though earth is bare, one more seed is planted there. Give up your strength, the seed to nourish, that in course the flower may flourish. People look east and sing today, love the roses on the way. See how the flowers all burst anew, thinking snow is summer dew. See how the stars afresh are glowing, all their brightest beams bestowing. People look east and sing today, love the roses on the way. Though ye long have ceased to build, guard the nest that must be filled. Even the hour when wings are frozen, he for fledgling time has chosen. People look east and sing today, love the bird is on the way. Hark, even now the bells ring round, listen to their merry sound. Hark how the birds new songs are making, as if winter's chains were breaking. People look east and sing today, love the bird is on the way.
That's very beautiful. Oh, it's so nice. It looks like home again. You are all muted.
There we go.
Oh, it's so nice. It looks like home again.
That was actually pretty fun. Thank you.
Music makes everything better.
It does, doesn't it? It kind of does.
Wait. Do you smell that?
Smell. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Is that food? Do we have food?
Not just any food. It's Christmas dinner food.
Oh, I've been waiting all year for this. Spending all your hard-earned resources on food you could never possibly can't really afford. That's what Christmas is really about. Ooh, that's a big turkey.
The farmer's so lucky to have received so rich a bounty. He must feed his birds very well.
Yeah, I don't think this turkey got this way naturally.
What do you mean? This isn't one of your fake vegan witchcraft turkeys, is it?
Veganism is witchcraft?
It's a real turkey. Don't worry.
It's just altered turkey.
God put us on this earth to eat meat, real living beings. And trying to create real living beings, well, that's the work of the devil. It's witchcraft, plain and simple, and I want no part of it.
Oh, but filling a bird full of hormones and never letting it walk or go outside, that's all good. That's what God wants.
Maybe the turkey is just big boned.
Oh. And I suppose in the future, everything's fixed and you don't even have to keep real turkeys anymore because of how good at witchcraft you are.
Maybe so. And maybe the environment actually has a chance because we don't have a billion cows eating down our rainforest and ruining the ozone with their farts anymore.
Oh, and maybe all of the animals come to Christmas dinner and they join in your mockery of creation and you all just laugh at God together.
Friends, let's please, let's not. I think I know what the problem is. We're all just a little riled up because we haven't yet had our Christmas drink. And after all, what is Christmas dinner without liberal amounts of libations? I made our favorites. They should have manifested in your homes by now. Honey mead for past, rum and eggnog for me. Whatever that is for future.
I have no idea what it is. In the future, we just call it space drink. It's part Red Bull, part coffee liqueur, and just a smidge of meth. It helps us be buzzed, but still productive. Every moment counts when it comes to fixing our horribly mangled ecosystem and society. Oh, that one's peppermint flavored. That's cute.
Let's do a fun one. Let's do whistling. Excuse me. Or no, we wish you a Merry Christmas. No, Drummer Boy.
Would we call Drummer Boy a fun song?
Sure it is.
That kid's really poor.
But then he gets to play for Jesus.
Is he less poor after he plays for Jesus?
He's spiritually wealthy. Once he's known true spiritual wealth, he sees that there's no real value in the systems of this world. You could stand to learn a lesson from him.
No, I agree with the song. I like the song, which is why I think if we're realistic about our present and past states of wealth inequality, we can agree that the system we have in place actually works against people like the little drummer boy and indeed Jesus himself. And once we've acknowledged that, we can put plans in place so that in the future...
Let's do 12 days of Christmas. We need to do 12 days of Christmas.
Of course.
Let's keep covering up our uncomfortable feelings about poverty with wildly extravagant displays of enormous wealth. That'll fix everything.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a
pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens.
turtle doves.
Troubling, isn't it? That the person who's giving the narrator all of these gifts is painted as their supposed true love. As if you have to give a lot of presents to your significant other in order to be considered their true love. Would they be as true a love if their largesse was a little less grand? I wonder.
Golden rings for calling birds.
Another thing. It's pretty rude to buy anyone a pet without asking first, let alone all of the birds that this person's buying. How can their true love be reasonably expected to sustain all of these birds? Does their true love own a farm or something? And these are some hardcore birds too. Hens, geese. Have you tried being around a goose recently? Those things are mean and they are territorial and they do whatever they want. Imagine just being suddenly given 6 of them at Christmas, no less, which is already a stressful time for a lot of people. They couldn't stand to throw a couple birds the little drummer boy's way. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to have some birds as friends or, to eat.
8 maids
Whatever.
are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying.
And it's not just birds. This true love is giving people away as Christmas presents. This is truly capitalism at its most exploitative. 8 women and their cows just given away like they're stocking stuffers. They're not even listening to me. That's fine. I can sing too, Come, they told me, pa-ra-pa-pum-pum.
Golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves.
and
Me and my drum.
that was so beautiful, Future.
Oh, thank you.
What were you trying to say before? I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, it was just some stuff about the presents in the song. And hey, I have a question for you.
Certainly.
In olden Christmas times, was it normal to just give like 30 birds as a gift? Is that a normal thing people do? Because if so, I have a follow-up question.
No.
Oh,
I mean, sometime people would give a bird or 2 as a gift, but the song is just a memory game for children.
and the Lords of Leaping, also not a normal gift for olden times?
Of course not.
Right.
Presents? Is it time for presents yet?
Oh, let's do presents. Oh, but what about that turkey? Aren't we going to eat it?
Oh, that's fake. That's just a picture on the screen. That's not real.
Not a real turkey?
No, just technology.
So we don't get to eat?
While we're spirits, we don't really need to eat.
But it's not really Christmas without Christmas dinner.
She's right.
Shit. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We will turn off our videos and then we'll come back and we'll act like we've just had a really big dinner. So we preserve the magic of Christmas dinner, but we also don't have to mess around with real food in our homes every night.
Okay.
Fine. But no. I'm ordering us Lebanese food for afterward. Have you tried? Oh, they have these wonderful. They're pickles, but not cucumbers. They're purple and sort of square. Well, not really square. More like long cubes. Oh,
Christmas dinner. Oh my God, Christmas dinner.
What?
Oh, sorry. Wow. Look at my stomach. It's like I'm pregnant. That's how full of that Christmas dinner I am.
We must have eaten at least 2/3 of that very big turkey. You all saw that very big turkey. It was Enormous.
Yeah, and so moist and tender. Just like Mama used to make it, only better because they put drugs in it to make it big now.
No.
Oh, sorry, no drugs. All natural. There's got to be something special in that feed.
Yum.
Okay, I think that worked.
I think you mentioned something about presents.
What about me?
Pass was saying we should do presents now.
Do my what?
Stop it. You know what I mean.
I don't think I do. What is it that you want to do?
I want to open presents.
Open presents, what?
Not you two. Gifts. Let's do gifts.
Oh, I see. You want present to open up presents now.
I can open up more. I mean, there is lots of stuff that I have not told you guys. I could talk about my father or how all the little anthropomorphic personifications were mean to me in school, or how
I'm kidding.
No, you have to be here when we open up presents.
Oh, a present, and I require your presents for the presents.
You should be present when I present you with your present.
You guys are the worst.
Don't be cruel. I got you something nice too.
You better have. My presents are phenomenal.
Well, maybe you gotta go first. Set the standard.
Okay. Well, they are pretty similar, but I didn't want either of you to feel left out. Okay. There you go. Check your snaps.
Oh, my shirt has buttons.
There you go. Check your email then, Boomer.
Oh my.
This is
It's potential and the promise of productivity.
This is amazing.
I can't believe it. I feel safer and calmer just holding this.
That's the idea.
Wait, what's that?
What?
Well, just what? It looks a little bit like, what is that?
Oh, that's just a little bit of creeping doubt and unsettling anxiety.
Oh.
Mine doesn't have any of that.
It's just tiny. I bet a little bit of cleaning spray, it comes right off.
Right.
Sorry. I didn't realize that it would be a big deal.
No, it's fine. It is beautiful. Thank you.
Well, mine is going to seem pretty boring after that. I figured better to go basic or traditional. Nothing like some good old nostalgia to warm you on a winter night.
Hast, this is stunning. How old is this?
Nobody really knows. Could date back to before you were born, or maybe all the way back to the beginning of Christmas.
This must have cost a fortune.
Ah, I have some contacts in the underground nostalgia trade. Besides, nothing but the best for my friends.
I really should not have gone last. This is gonna be disappointing. They should have manifested in your homes now. Take a look. you passed. I have misguided glorification and deep misunderstanding.
Oh, well, I see. Thank you.
And for future, I have, wait, I'm so sorry. I left this to the last minute. I wanted to get you a perfect world that I could pass on to you, but I was too late. So I got you empty promises and mistakes. Just so many mistakes.
Oh. Well, the wrapping is very pretty.
Thank you. I am very good at covering up things with pretty wrapping.
Ooh.
Well, we better get this all cleaned up.
Oh, can't we leave it?
The world goes back to normal tomorrow. Nobody's going to want to deal with all this trash. The branches should probably go as well.
Oh. Funny. It's the most spiritual, magical thing. One moment, trash the next.
Way of the world, my friend. Things begin, things are, things end.
Except us.
What do you mean?
Well, we always come back, like the sun. Every year, there's another Christmas.
The sun comes out more than once a year.
You know what I mean. The world spins, the seasons shift, but always comes back around to us. We're a cornerstone. I remember even before we were Christmas, before Santa and decorations and Jesus, before anyone called God, God, the people would gather in the very dead of winter. The nights then were cold and lonely and quiet, but the people would fill them with laughter and with fire and company and song. And that was Christmas before Christmas. Christmas before anyone knew what to call it, before it really meant anything at all. And we would be there to help them feel a little less awful in an awful time. I suppose I assumed we would always be there.
We will. You're right. Of course we will. People will always need warmth and food and company and song. Even if the names are different, that will always be the same. Won't it, future?
Oh,
Like people's needs don't change. Their clothes and the way they talk and what they do every day, but the needs are always the same. Warmth, food, company, song. Well, and that's all we are, isn't it? Right at the heart of it, we are what people need in their darkest, coldest times. So we'll always be here because people will always need us.
right.
Right?
But okay. I have some concerns. I'm a little worried. I didn't want to bring it up or, not like this because I feel like people look to me a lot to fix things. And I am really good at fixing a lot of things like grief and wounds and things like that. But I'm a little worried about the way that things are going with you, present, to be frank.
With me?
Yeah. I mean, I might be wrong, but it's sort of starting to seem like you're not very interested in changing anything about the way that you behave.
Okay.
And it sort of seems like you just mostly want things to be peaceful and fine and, you know, the same as they always have been. And
that's a problem.
That at some point I'll take over and fix everything, but I can't actually do anything big, anything meaningful. You know that, right?
Well, of course.
I just sort of sit here being me, and then parts of me become you eventually, and you do what you want with them, and then they become past. And once past has them, it's like you look at them and you're surprised that they are the way that they are, as if it wasn't you who made them that way. And a lot of the things that you've been ignoring have been fine, or, well, not fine, but not so bad that anyone's actually noticed. But there are some things that I'm looking at right now that are, well, they're pretty frightening, actually. They are big and they're looming, and once they get to you, they're going to be pretty hard to ignore. And I want to make things better, but I don't know if I can. I'm just one anthropomorphic personification with not a lot of power. I don't know if I can make everything better. And I guess I'm worried. About what's going to happen when warmth and food and company and song isn't enough to save them or us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grim.
Very grim. Not very Christmassy, I know.
We might as well keep going.
That's it?
Look, there are some things that you can't fix, that alone you can't fix. You're stuck in the cold, alone with nothing but a stick. And your voice isn't enough to fill the yawning pit of darkness and silence that lies in front of you. You feel hopeless. You feel like there's nothing you can do to escape all that awful, quiet dark. But then you find someone, and they have a stick and a voice of their own. And you keep coming across people, all with voices and sticks, and eventually enough sticks make a fire, and enough voices make a choir, and that might be enough to fill the night. But you'll never find all those people and all those sticks if you don't keep on going. So we might as well keep going.
Ooh. Okay.
Are you coming?
Yes. Sorry, yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining, evening till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. Oh, night belong. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine. Very quiet.
It's been a good Christmas. It has.
Not perfect. It never is. But it's been enough.
Tomorrow, the world will begin again.
For now, sleep in peace, everyone. Good night.
Outro music, outro music.
For how tired I am, that went pretty well.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like everything-
Yeah, it's such a good like direction to just like listen and make it simple, because I think I just like try really hard a lot,
Yeah.
which is understandable, but it's so yeah.
Yeah, and it's also good to, I feel like it's good to remind myself that like I don't know, sorry, Adobe's just trying to update. It's good to remind myself that it's actually not as hard as I think it is. That I don't actually have to move at all from my seat compared to like a stage play. The quick changes are not that difficult.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's nice. It was a nice like little reminder that you don't have to put like too much in, or like, you know, to listen. Yeah, like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job everyone. That was awesome.
Where's my little?
Is Becky coming back to us?
I hope so.
Becky.
I forgot to turn the light off.
Oh, there she is. There were a couple of things that I forgot. I forgot to play the Joy to the World music again.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then there were a couple other things that I fucked up on, but yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
That was a nice gentle run.
Yeah.
We have how much time? About half an hour before we should go. I'm not going to use all that time. I'm just going to give a few notes.
Let me go grab a pen.
Yeah, grab your stuff. I don't have a lot. Just a few things that technical, mostly acting bits. And detailed things. Erin, what did you do with the lamp this time?
You know what? I totally forgot to turn it off. It was on. And then I took the things down, and then maybe I just had too much on there. I'll put a sticky note up to remind myself next time, but I just forgot to turn off the lamp.
No, it's okay.
I turned it on.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is you just have it on the top of the show, and then it turns off when the decorations come off.
Okay.
I think that'll be the easiest.
Sure.
It'll be subtle, but I think it'll just be just enough just to show a little bit of change. Little bit of story. I mean, maybe no one will notice, but I think it'll be kind of neat. And then just right at the very end of the decorations, you can just like, turn it off, and we'll try that. I just want to work stuff like that. I don't want to do another run next time. I just want to work some stuff and just focus on that. And then I'll have a look at that. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll start with, I'll just go in order. I didn't write down page numbers again because I just was watching. Calla, when you're like, before Kiara has to cut you off and say, anyway, don't say suck. Like sometimes it really sucks because we lose it because, so just say sometimes Christmas can actually, anyway, just let her cut you off because we lose it anyways.
Okay. Is it not better to, because I was trying to say it knowing that we would lose it anyway, so that it would not look like the thing of the classic teen stage actor thing where you're like, Christmas,
anyway,
cut me off.
No, because she's got you.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Her timing's perfect, so she's got you. She's not gonna leave you hanging.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but you won't. You never have. It's just unfortunately when you say it and she comes in, it just all of it gets muffled.
Oh, okay.
So just like Christmas can actually, anyway. The point is, we're the three tight. I think we need to tighten those pauses. Or one time you played it like you were prompting past, like we're the three. And she's like, oh yeah, anthropomorphic personifications. You played it like,
I don't think I've ever done it that way. But
no,
it comes off as that way.
It did, and I liked it.
Okay.
I thought, one time it seemed like you were prompting past, like this is your cue, bud. Okay. So could we try that? Because I think it's hard. Yeah, pauses don't necessarily work it's hard. We lose momentum. I mean, we can have slight beats, but they don't work the same. So we're the three, like you're giving her that, the three, oh, yes, my cue. Let's play it like that and see how it works.
Okay.
I think it'd be cute. I love how you said unsophisticated. Because you're unsophisticated. Anyways. It was good. Please just keep it there.
Sure.
It was so good. Because you didn't have to do anything. You just like, calling someone unsophisticated doesn't need any work. It's pretty harsh because you're unsophisticated. Anyways, we're going to move on. Like, it was great. Calla, you can lose the head explode on future. It just, it's like I gave you choreo.
Okay.
And I love giving people choreography, but it looks like choreo. Okay. So just get rid of it. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
In the future, baby. The video one, somebody needs to ad lib before it. Calla's first video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I don't think your volume was shared for that one.
It always. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe not. I also
quiet.
I didn't have the I have to make sure that I go in and minimize the first video before I play the second video. Like while I'm not sharing the screen in between the videos. Otherwise,
I think you need, those ones are still a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Not the videos, but just like the timing of them. So I wouldn't mind working that.
Sure, yeah.
And then I think if we're having not even technical difficulties, but if that takes time, embrace it.
Okay, yeah.
Stay in character and be like, oh, just a sec, you're going to love this. Like, play with it. It was great. And so
you can't even work her technology.
Yeah. Like, honestly, because you're leading into it.
Right. Yeah.
I think play with that. I just embrace it. Kind of like how there was a part where it was like, oh, you're both muted.
Right.
And then Kiara just picked it up. It was hilarious. It was wonderful because it's like, that might happen. She's like, oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And then we can hear you. And you're like, then she just picked up the scene and went with it. It was like so natural. And so we do have to embrace those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you froze. What were you saying? Repeat that. We have to embrace it. And I really enjoyed that, Kiara. I thought that was really well done. I put Kiara, yes. I found a lot in the gentleness of what you did today. was really good. And I like, you've always been really good, but there was just some stuff that that you found by just focusing on just like talking to them and being like, cause your fatigue, you used your, I know it was good. And I mean, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I sound like that's an insult.
No. You're doing like, I agree with you, because there was some lines that I was saying, like the unsophisticated part.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I really like that. Like in my head, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. You were living in your moment.
Yeah.
Which was just like, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a pandemic. So live there more, because I think present might be there. That is your truth, possibly. That you're like, there's moments where you're like, oh, yay, Christmas, I'm trying to be happy. But then there's moments where we see your truth, like,
right.
Anyway, like, I really loved that. So embrace it.
Okay.
You don't have to work as hard as you've been working. I was like your energy was still really good. And you're still having to engage with the audience at the top. Like, don't lose that stuff, which you didn't. But I think, obviously all of our energy was quiet and stuff. So it was hard. There were parts where I felt like the play, when we know this, it lost momentum around after the turkey. There was a part where it was like, woof, it lost a lot of momentum, but that's just because we were tired. So that's okay though. So we can't, that's going to be the challenge of not losing momentum, because it started strong. We kind of lost in the middle, then we found it again. I don't want that to happen. I want it to like drive the whole time. So whatever that balance is, I think it's a balance. And I think I'm glad we did that, because I felt you all found some levels. Ad lib into videos, singing, humming. So again, Kiara's is the most smooth. I think past and futures, you might need to have a backup planned before, like maybe some humming or, something to get into it. Can People Look East fade out? The abrupt stop was like.
Yeah, I meant to have it fade out, but I didn't realize I had the window selected, and so I have to I have to make sure not to click mid screen.
Yeah,
cut it out.
I also like that you're like, that was really fun, but you're reading the whole time. Like, that was cute. That was fun. It's like, yeah, but you were reading, but that's your joy, right? Like,
yeah.
I also love how, Kiara, you said we need to do 12 Days of Christmas. Can you keep that line?
Yeah, I can.
We need to do 12 Days of Christmas. It was like a happy accident. Like, it was like, we need to do this. Yeah, I already gave you the note with the light, Erin. Like, lamp turns off when decor is all down.
Yeah.
Calla, make unmuting intentional. So when you unmute them in your song,
I was. Oh, I can make that clearer. But yeah, no, that was very intentional.
No, we don't see that you're in the unmuting, like in 12 days when they're singing 12 Days of Christmas. I just want it to be, I want to see it more that you're unmuting them to make your point. Just make it a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because right now it's just like, it's very technical.
Yes.
Anything that's technical in the show, I don't want it to look like it's technique. I want it to look like you in the moment have to do these things because you are forced online to do a play.
Right.
So don't hide any of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So just, it wasn't really that clear.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's all. For that, a beat before Christmas dinner. Yeah. Okay. So when you all leave, Kiara, can you give it just like a little beat before you're like, Christmas dinner?
Oh yeah.
It was kind of funny because it was like Passes talking, and all of a sudden, Christmas dinner. And I'm like, whoa, what just happened? And that's where we kind of lost it. I would lose the pregnant belly bit, Calla.
Okay.
I love it. It's hilarious, but also it's just it's funnier. The line's funny on its own. We don't need to do anything to it.
Okay.
Just talk to us. Also, I think I would lose the we're making a point that this is bad acting. Like, let's lose it.
Yeah.
All of it. Let's be genuine. Okay. I think they bought it. Like, Christmas dinner. Oh man. Like, really, just be more honest.
Okay.
Be more honest in that moment. Calla. Sorry, Calla. I feel like I'm picking on you. Calla, try not to look away as you prep for hard speech to Kiara. There's a moment right before she's like, right past, and you look at her and go, ah, but then you look away and come back to her.
Okay, yeah.
Try not to do that. It's just, it's a habit, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't read, unfortunately. We just lose you. We completely lose you in that moment as an actor. We just lose Calla. And it's going to be a hard habit. And so I'm sorry if I'm picking on you. It just, it's so strong. It's a really strong speech when you just talk to her.
Yeah.
I did like the interruptions, Kiara. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah, no, I like those. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was a perfect amount too. Like you did a little bit and then you knew when to be like, okay, I think I gotta listen now. The leaving was good. I liked all of it. How did it feel for all of you when you left and came back?
Yeah,
It wasn't distracting. It was nice.
Yeah, felt good.
Okay. Calla, no go juice during Kiara's song.
Oh, that was just because I was gonna cough up a fucking.
Okay. I thought maybe. I was like, maybe she's just thirsty. It was kind of funny though, because she's sitting there and you're just like swig.
Yeah. No,
Gotta get the go juice.
When I just sang my verse and I was like, oh, my voice wasn't ready for that. I'm gonna have a coughing fit.
It's okay. I had a feeling like she's probably just doing that. She needs to.
Yeah.
What is your space drink made out of? Like how did
it's literally just water and blue food coloring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not anything fancy. I just put blue food coloring in.
I like it. It's funny and I like the big bottle. Last note, this one's for Erin. Can you say grim off camera?
Yeah.
And then come back either right before, we might as well keep going. I think you need to come back before it and we see you before you say that line. Like grim, very grim, then come back. Well, we might as well keep going.
Was where so I came back just before, like right at the end of past speech. Just
it was perfect.
The presence line. That worked. Okay, cool.
It was really good. I also think you need a little bit more time to really. I think. Yeah. How do I say this? I think I would love to see more connection when Erin's saying her speech with the sticks and.
Okay.
That
yeah.
moment. I think just as Calla, really listen to her and see how that affects you.
Okay.
And then react accordingly.
Would it read a little better? Because I've been watching her, which has been very nice personally, but I wonder if it would read better if I just stared straight direct into my camera.
Let's try that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I think that might be, let's try that. Like you're really listening.
Yeah.
And that might be very vulnerable because you can't necessarily see her, but you'll hear her.
Yeah.
And it might be a very natural, honest reaction. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And like really let that okay be loaded. Like, okay. Yeah. That was, I'm glad thank you, Pass. That was, it's hard. And I'm really not trying to pick on you. Sorry. No, it's okay. I think you have a really hard, complex part. And it's a fine line between sarcasm and sincerity.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job with it. And present's a fine line between truth and hiding the truth. Yeah. And past is just truth. Past is just always honest. So there's nice levels and it's all really good. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think so. The challenge will be momentum, but I didn't worry about that because last two runs, I've known that the first one was our first run and I'm like, there's going to be some technical things. Thank you for playing all the notes. I think something to keep in mind is that pauses and beats don't work the same on Zoom.
Yeah.
So really earn them. And, even when it's like, I want to, we're acting and we're really feeling it. I think just trusting that the text is going to do that work. And I think a big proof of that was Kiara, in the gentleness of just saying the lines and reacting. Like, it was really great. It was nice to see that level of present. So I know, and everybody did a good job, but it was really nice to see that new level of that kind of hurting, like exhaustion. Because I think Christmas present we're all like, me as Becky Merkley in this present is fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most truthful present right now. Like, well, I have my lights up, I'm still doing Christmas kind of thing. We're gonna be fine. But it was nice to see that. What was I gonna say? Erin, your final speech was really lovely. It was really good. I loved it. So keep that. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really beautiful. It gets me every time. There was a moment where I actually verbally went, oh, because it just was like, I haven't heard it before. I've heard the speech so many times, but I don't remember what it was. I should have written it down. I think I was just really caught up in the moment. I think it was the very beginning when you said something like, well, we might as well keep going. Can you say the speech for me?
Yeah. Well, we might as well keep going. Look, there are some things that you alone can't fix. You're out there alone in the dark with nothing but a stick. And it's not memorized right now.
That's okay. So that moment, you're out there alone in the dark.
Right.
That hit me. And I was like, oh, yeah. So that was like, that's going to hit a lot of people. That's what a lot of people feel right now. So it just kind of like was a guttural response for me. And I've felt something new every time you've done it. But that one today was like, oh, wow, that's pretty profound for past to admit.
Yeah. Do you think it's hard for her to admit?
I think so. It's hard to like, because she's been like fighting and trying to like, no, the way it's been always done is amazing. And we haven't seen this level of wisdom from her. So I think it's like, no, I'm not as old and dumb as you think I am, guys. Like, I'm aware. It's just kind of that nice moment where she's like, look, I know, like you've been through how many wars, like you've seen harder things than we've seen. I mean, future, obviously, but it's different, I think, because you were actually living it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that wisdom, it has a lot of weight. So no, you've been playing it great.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going with it. It's really good. I think the next time we'll work a few of the video stuff. I know, Oh Holy Night, it's not working. Everybody had a different key. So it's not going to make you guys look good. That's like a harsh note, but I don't want like everybody to sing, but then
because I wonder if because I have noticed that sometimes with Zoom singing that it just like comes out like, so when Erin's singing, the voice that comes out of the computer because of technology is in a different key than in the key that she is singing.
Really?
Yeah, that because the mics aren't like super strong, that it can make it like can push it higher or lower or whatever. Especially through like, I don't think it's necessarily, I think if we all are singing in the same key to begin with, it'll come out the same on YouTube, but just it's like a key telephone possibly.
Okay. Interesting.
That's happening a bit.
Yeah. I started it out pretty low.
Yeah.
Did you hear a low key?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to start it out higher? Because I can.
No. I would start higher because I want to get to Calla, and if it changes and she's spooked.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kiara, yeah.
I did also notice that Kiara's volume, did that happen in the YouTube link, that Kiara's volume went way down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just because she was singing really softly.
Oh, it sounded to me like it was actually kind of muffled, but that might.
Weird.
No, it wasn't muffled for you on the YouTube link. I could hear her. It was quiet, but I think I was just like, well, she's just singing really quietly.
Okay, yeah.
No, but it wasn't muffled.
Cool.
There was one moment where we lost her.
I wonder if it's because I have my computer right now resting on a pillow.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
Instead of my couch, which doesn't have as much like woof.
Yeah, that could be that could be it.
So
yeah.
maybe...
Well, we'll look at that tomorrow. I don't know what to do with it, because it's like the end of the play, and if it just like it could derail, and I just can't put you guys in that situation, and I won't.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna think about it. I think it needs to be like one person singing it,
Right.
and it might be Aaron singing it. That makes the most sense for Pass to sing it.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I think passing the torch isn't working.
yeah.
So, and as much as I'd love to hear everybody sing, I can't. Yeah, if it gets to the point where I can't trust, it's hard. It's
Well,
hard.
I
Singing
think
is hard
the
to
thing is,
do on
it's-
video.
This isn't a play. This isn't a normal. This
Exactly.
is theater. So it's like it's nothing against what we're doing. It's
No.
just this is completely different. This is-
100%. No, it's not personal. It's not because it's not because people are terrible. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with making it look and sound as best as we can.
Yeah.
And I know that could take people out. I know myself as a singer,
Yeah.
I get taken out of a performance if something isn't, I can't, I'm out. Because that's just my ear. I have like perfect relative pitch. So if somebody's off, and it's not like nobody was off, just people are in different keys, I was out. I was like, oh shit. Because that's all I can think about.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against you. That's just, I know a lot of people are like, if they're musical. So let's do ourselves a favor and let's just have Past sing it. That could be really beautiful.
Yeah.
I like
Nice.
that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then could we even give her the line that says it's really quiet?
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, well, actually, I say sure. It's not in my line at all.
Is that okay, Kiera? Well, you're the playwright, so I wanted to double check.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine with me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that totally works for me.
Yeah, that's really good. Also, I really liked your button, Aaron, at the end before Past left. That was great. I would love a little bit more of a button for you, a little bit more of a goodbye for you, Kiera.
I wasn't sure what to do, but yeah, I'll figure out something.
I don't know either. I don't think you need like a moment like wink. I think it just needs to be some stillness before you leave. Just check in with us. Like just look at us for a bit.
Sure.
Look right into your camera.
I waited until Past had fully disappeared before I started, but I noticed that Aaron didn't. Is that silence not good?
No, it was good.
Oh, it was good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
By that point, the play's done.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the play, and as we're driving it, some of that silence or that lack of energy just hurts the show. But that moment was great.
Cool.
Because it's interesting to watch, and we don't really want them to go.
Yeah.
I don't want Past to go, and I don't want Present to go. And like that's how I felt. I was like, I don't really want them to go. Like I miss them. So make us miss you when you go. So Present, like just have that moment with us before. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to like think of any choreography. Just take a moment with us. That's it. Okay. That's all I have.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing It's Very Quiet, then do we switch up the lines after that?
What's after that?
And then I say, it's been a good Christmas. Future laughs. I say, it has. Then Present says, not perfect. Well, never it is, but it's been enough. And then I say, tomorrow the world will begin again. And then Future says, for now, sleep in peace, everyone. Good night.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to, I think it'd be nice if you say it's very quiet and then go into it. Because I think it's nice that you get to finally drive a scene.
True. That's
you haven't
right.
really driven a scene. Present and Future have been driving the scenes. And finally you get to be like, this is, you've rendered them speechless for once. Like that's kind of what it is. That's why I hoped to, if it doesn't work, we can put it back. But I think it might really be powerful. Let's call it. I think you got to get to work. Keep working on your script, your lines.
Yeah, I noticed that it hit a point where like just towards the end, I didn't know like sequence of lines. Like I knew lines, but I was like, oh, that's not where that goes.
I didn't see that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
If any of that came out in this, I didn't notice. You guys all held it together really well. All I noticed was just lack of momentum. But I was prepared for that.
Which may have played a part in, like, the two may have been the same.
Yeah, 100%. I maybe that is what it was. Maybe a lack of confidence. Like, oh shoot, where am I? Could have played that. Yeah, it didn't. I couldn't tell that people were like, oh shoot, what's next? That didn't read.
I did feel like this might have been the first time I wasn't. That didn't happen very much. Most of the time, I think I was like, oh, that line happened. I know what comes next.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I felt that. I felt it was confident with text.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't see that.
'Cause I have the script open just in case in another window so I can just sort of in quiet
Sure.
look ahead. But I found I didn't have to do that very much. So.
Honestly, I don't mind if you guys have to do that because it might be like with a Zoom show.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it won't bother me. Like I know you guys are working hard and you're off book and stuff. But if that's something that you need, just to like, shit, where are we? If something goes awry, just to do it. I don't care. Like, do what you gotta do. We're not making money. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I don't want people like fight it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Just let's do a good show. Let's just do a really freaking good show.
Yeah.
And just remember to talk to each other and keep your intentions alive. All right. I'm gonna because Erin has to go to work and I need to walk my dog.
So tomorrow is 7, right? We're doing 7?
I wrote down 7.
Okay, cool. That is what I wrote down.
And then I don't want to do a run tomorrow. I just want to work some stuff. It won't. I don't think we need to take very long because I just don't want to peak too early. And then I would like to do an invited run Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Just like 4 people to watch because I think we need that pressure, and I think we need people to like let us know what didn't work. So if like a couple, even we've got just some roommates to watch, or if Gabby's free, yeah, Gabby or like just a couple people.
Sure.
That will just give us a few notes. Because I'd like to iron out everything we can.
We open on Thursday?
Yes.
Unless you'd rather do a run tomorrow and have.
That was what I was wondering. Because
would that be better?
Tomorrow is when I will have the good computer.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
Maybe that will be better than if we do a run tomorrow with some people and then work on stuff Wednesday. So we don't, and then we'll just open on Thursday. Would that be better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'll find a couple people. I'll see if I can get to my friend Christina to watch. And
I'm also really good if we like, decide to even do a run on Wednesday, like just play it by ear kind of thing.
Sure.
Like, yeah. Or if we need to run scenes or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
I hope that we've worked on stuff. I feel like we've had a lack of time, so I've been trying to use the time efficiently.
No, I think we've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. And if there's anything that you've wanted to work and I haven't noticed, please let me know. Because some things I'm just like, I know that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And a lot of things I haven't said because I don't want to mess with what you're doing.
Right.
Because I find sometimes if I give a note, especially if it's like this really worked, I don't say that a lot of the time. It's not because I want people to know they're doing a good job, but I don't want to mess with what you're doing. Because I find as if oh shoot, that worked, then we try to recreate it and you can lose that.
Yes.
So, but I mean, at the same time, I still want people to know they're doing a good job. So I'm going to tell people, but there's a lot that I'm not saying on purpose because it's working. It's going to be good though. I think we have a really wonderful show and I just want, you to have fun. Okay. Let's let Erin get to work.
Cool.
Thank you, Erin, so much. Thanks everyone.
Oh yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that was real. I think it was helpful and worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe real quick, maybe I'll send, if we're doing 7, should we tell people 7:30 is when we'll start, or 7:30 is when we'll start the YouTube link?
Yeah.
If we start at 7?
Yeah.
Or do you want to start right at go?
Okay. I think tell them 7:30 and then we have at least a half hour.
Sweet. Cool. Sweet.
Okay.
Cool.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.